Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. And welcome to the campus of Claflin University and this special announcement and introduction of our 9th president of Claflin University. I'm George Johnson, Assistant Vice President for Communications and Marketing. At the conclusion of our announcement and introduction, we invite our media partners to join us in the Finney Library on the other side of this building for questions and interviews. At this time, our Board of Trustees Chairman, Mr. Jim Lehman, will share with you the process of how this national search was conducted, and then he will introduce our new president. Please welcome Mr. Jim Lehman.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson, and thank you to all of you who have joined us today. What an exciting day and what a wonderful event that we're here to celebrate, and what a great crowd to do that with everyone. As Mr. Johnson said, my name is Jim Lehman, and I'm privileged to serve as the chair of the Claflin University Board of Trustees. I want to thank you again for coming, and as Mr. Johnson said, shortly I'll be introducing our 9th president, but before I do, I'd like to just share just a minute of the events that have led up to this announcement over the last year. Last year, when our president, Dr. Henry Nehemiah Tisdale, who has served us so faithfully for 25 years, announced that he would be retiring, the board appointed a broad search committee to look for his successor and engage the services of AGB, the Association of Governing Boards, a national search firm, to help us in that effort. I want to thank the members of the search committee for their work. They did a magnificent job in this process that dates back literally for 9 months. We began our work in earnest in November. A special thanks goes to our vice chair, Trustee Calvin Elam, who chaired the search committee, and the committee represented every segment of Claflin's constituencies, including members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, students, alumni, members of the Board of Visitors, as well as members of the community. And we want to thank all of them for their leadership in this search. Please join me in a round of thanks for the search committee. We were very pleased with the pool of applicants. It was large and made up of outstanding, nationally recognized leaders in higher education. The pool was ultimately reduced to a diverse group of 6 finalists, and the search committee ultimately recommended 2 for the board's consideration, which the board ultimately interviewed and evaluated. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce Dr. Dwaun Warmack as the 9th president of Claflin University. Let me just share a word about our new president. Dr. Warmack has already proven to be a visionary leader. Dr. Warmack is coming to us after serving for the last 5 years as president of Harris Stowe State University in Missouri. Under his leadership, he has brought national and critical acclaim to Harris Stowe with triple-digit increases in applications and millions of dollars of new additional external funding. Faculty and student research increased significantly, and he created a structure where every constituent voice was at the table. Now, you have a complete bio in your press packet, but he has more than 20 years of progressive administrative experience in higher education at 5 higher education institutions. His leadership is inclusive, transparent, and inspires teamwork. He understands the needs of today's student and the Claflin community. Alumni, administration, faculty, staff, and students will find him to be the engaging presence that we need on our campus. He also understands the challenges and opportunities that we face, and we are certain as the Board of Trustees that he possesses all the necessary attributes that will move our beloved institution to a higher trajectory. Dr. Warmack is married to Lakeisha Warmack, and they have 1 daughter, Morgan, here on the front row. They are with him here as the new first family of Claflin University. Please join me again in welcoming Dr. Warmack and his family as the 9th president of Claflin. And over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I truly appreciate that. So when the chairman mentioned that I had 20 years of experience, I noticed all sort of looks in there like, no, he didn't, right? No, really, I've been in higher ed 20 years, and so I'll be into my 21st year, so this has been a passion and a labor of love for me. But before I go into a little bit more about me, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and all of the board members for your confidence in me to lead this historic institution. I do not take it for granted, and I look forward to doing all of the things that's needed to continue to build on the outstanding legacy that's here. Also, thank you, Chairman of the Search Committee, and all the members of the Search Committee that are possibly present for allowing me to go and present my best work to you all that's there as well. I do not take that for granted. And Dr. Tisdale and Mrs. Tisdale, thank you for your leadership, your vision. I've been fortunate. I'm a student of higher education, and I've studied the work that you all have done here over the past 25 years. It's been nothing less than remarkable. When I think about the transformation that manifests 25 years ago, open enrollment institution, and the things that your bold vision for building this campus, Dr. Tisdale, I'm honored to stand on your shoulders, and I will do everything in my power to continue to build on the legacy while we transition into the future. So thank you for standing side by side with them. Been a president for 5 years. I understand the demands of this job, and to do it 25 years and to do it in excellence as you all have been able to do has been remarkable. So I say thank you, and I look forward to having the mentorship, and my wife and I to have that from you all as well. This work wouldn't be possible for me when I think about, I am unapologetic about my faith. My faith is what guides me. I'm a poor kid from Detroit, Michigan, grew up to a single mom, on welfare. Education was the equalizer for me. But when I think about this journey and what I've been able to do, it wouldn't have happened without my support cast. So I would just like my wife to stand. Thank you for being my right hand, my left hand, my shoulder to be able to work with me. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. And the real brains behind our family is our daughter, and so you will get to know her. Her whole life she's grown up on a college campus, and so she thinks she's a cheerleader, a scholar, astronaut. She thinks all of those things, and so you will see her with the Claflin pride. So Morgan, stand, baby. Thank you for being with Dad and supporting Dad in the class. Thank you. Family is important to me, and when I was going through this process, that's part of the questions I asked. What is the family environment like here at Claflin University? I will only serve at HBCUs. That's where my calling is to serve at this point in my life. This is my ministry. This is what God has called me to do. And so, and within that context, I look forward to joining this amazing team. Claflin has done amazing work over 150 years. When you think about in 2014, you were voted the best liberal arts institution in the state of South Carolina. That speaks volumes, right? Not best HBCU, the best liberal arts institution in the state of South Carolina. But then in 2018, you were recognized as the 7th ranked HBCU in the country. You guys are on solid ground. And so my vision and goal is to continue to build on that and continue to build the strength as we transition to the future. So I'm excited about taking on this responsibility. I'm looking forward to working with the fantastic faculty, the spectacular students, the superb staff, and the amazing alumni as we work together to continue to make Claflin the best institution it can possibly be. So I say thank you for allowing me and my family to come and serve and do the work that's needed to continue to have Claflin be around another 150 years. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.